I'm Dusk, and in the 17 years of my life, I've experienced a lot, and let me tell you, I've never once been happy. The world I live in is a land of sinking sands with no solid ground. You might think to yourself, oh, but what is that green patch over yonder way? Is it not grass? It isn't. No, it's a delusion. Yeah, everything is sand, and worse yet, it's not just regular desert. Oh no, it's a desert filled with quicksand. If you want to know what I mean, just hop right out onto the desert sands and see what happens. It'll be the last thing you hop into. Once your potato of a body plops into the sands, you'll sink instantly into a mucky desert swamp hiding underneath. It's a gross way to go. But people found ways to live, right? Yeah, every so often in the sea of sand you find a little rocky island, and on those rocks people build cities. I live in one. It's a dump called Emerald Kingdom. So, yep, even in a world of sinking sands, humans find a way to live. But are they really living? I'd say barely. Life here is dull. So, well, that brings us to my story. I was working hard at a diner to save up money for gas and either my own car or a ride, whichever worked out best. I already had a tank of gas, bought it on sale, now to just save up for the car. It was a typical lousy Thursday when my life turned upside down.
Sun up, rise up, it's meaningless fuel up. Step down into the abyss so long, to the emptiness I won't miss. I've made my wish. Ground is shaking, nowhere to stand. Drive for sunrise in starless lands. Cold winds blow, I spin like sand. Wander through wastelands into your hands. Oh, with a girl and her band.
7 p.m., the end of my shift at the Stardust Diner. Every day it's the same old thing. Life is so dull and predictable. Wake up, work hard, get yelled at by my boss. Dusk, you skinny twig, come here so I can choose you out. There's Joan's melodic voice now. Late orders, split food, the list goes on. You uptown punks are all the same. Lazy loafers. All I want is perfection, alright? Just one perfect day, but no, I can't have that, can I? Not since I saved your sorry carcass from drowning. It's just been one regret after another. And yet here you still are, getting your lousy paychecks and spilling my coffee. I love you too, Joan. Nice talk, but, well, I got places to be. Bye-bye. Hey, you punk! Get your brittle legs on over here! That's it, you're fired, Twigs. I'm sorry I ever saved your scrabbly life. Hey, you hearing me, punk? You come back tomorrow and the only thing I'll see is a frying pan smack between your eyes. Ah, that Joan. Lost count of how many times I've been fired. And yet, every time I just go back to work the next day, and Joan and I lead on like nothing happened. We got an understanding, I guess. It's all so dull. The harbor of the beautiful Emerald Kingdom, my home and my prison. A symbol of humankind's ingenuity and hope for all nations. Well, if you believe what the postcards tell you. Ever since starting my new life, I came to the harbor every evening to watch the sunset. 1,825 sunsets since that day. That's the second skyscraper to fall this month. Yeah, it's normal. When you live on shifting sands, everything sinks. And since there's hardly any solid ground, people rely on big companies like the Miners Agglomerate Workforce, MA for short, and City Govs for Hope. And both organizations are run by wealthy exhibitionists, so that's great. The only hope I have is that the delivery trucks will bring in a fresh shipment of God's last gift to humanity. Italian bread. It's a beautiful thing to watch them pull into the harbor. Trucks, you may ask? But I thought this was a harbor. Where are the ships? Well, these days it's all about cars and trucks, because you gotta move faster than 55 miles an hour to stay on top of the sand sea. Drive any slower and, well, we've been over what happens. And it's worse than you thought. You can't so much as stop on the sands or you will die. If your car breaks down, runs out of gas, or anything like that, you're sunk. Literally. Despite all that, I'd give anything to cross that dumb sand sea. I'm sick of this dying city. I've done basically everything and like sand, everything slips through my fingers. Money, power, influence, dull. Friends, parties, luxury, disappointing. I found no happiness here. I'll take my chances anywhere else. And yeah, that means even risking the sand sea. Hold on. What's that? Is that a van? Whoa! That van's flat flying! What a waste of gas. It's gotta be going at least 88 miles an hour. What? That moron's driving right this way! Ah! That Neanderthal almost mowed me down! Hey! What's the big idea? You almost ran me flat, you punk!
Oh shoot! Golly, I'm like super sorry. Oh, golly, you're not hurt, are you? Oh, please be okay.
Hey, back off!
Whew, glad you're not hurt. Wait, I gotta get out of here. Listen, you wouldn't happen to have some gasoline, would you? Oh, please say you do. I'm out of gas and I really need some. Kinda right now.
Hold it, kid. You almost make flatbread out of me and then demand I give you gas? What kind of...
I'm really sorry, but I'm serious. I'm being chased down by a MA work crew and really need to get moving before...
What did you do to tick off a MA work crew?
Oh, nothing. They just want my van. Now, about that gas.
That van? What a hunk of junk! Did you steal it from him?
No, of course not. My friend Glenn gave it to me. Those MA goons just saw it and by golly began hunting me down. Now, about that gas. Do you have any?
Yeah, I got some gas, but you're not getting it, and you're not my problem. Bye-bye.
No, wait. I'll give you a ride. Yeah, to wherever you want. I know I'm only 13, but I'm a wayfinder.
A wayfinder, huh? Like one of those monks obsessed with translating dusty car blueprints and mechanic work? That kind of wayfinder?
Yes! Wait, I have a blueprint right here to prove it. Hold on.
Yeah, cool. Honestly, I can't tell if you've worked on these yourself or stole them. But most ordinary people don't get any use for those scribbles, so you know what? I'm gonna take a risk here and believe ya.
Really? Wonderful! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun to have a passenger. Driving alone is so, well, lonely.
Yep, I got nothing to lose. So I'll get the gas then?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get the van ready.
I shuffled off to my old apartment, stuffed a bag full of some necessary clothes, grabbed up my can of gas, and ditched my old flat without a second thought. Lugging the gas can to the diner, I found that kid hiding inside her van. I hopped in and was immediately greeted by Don's loud voice.
Welcome to my van. I hope you enjoyed the customizations I made. But, oh, right, no time for gabbing. Those MA creeps will be here any moment. They've been chasing me for days. Here, pour the gas in that access valve.
Hey, dudes! This is like your favorite MA operative calling in. Dude, I'm like so weary from chasing you down. Perhaps you would consider surrendering?
Oh, scraps! That's them on the radio. Oh, hurry and pour your little gas can. Oh no, here they come.
Whoa! That mod truck is no joke! There, that's all of it.
I take it you're not gonna surrender then. Aw, bummer. Well, you can't run forever. At least I hope you can't. Aw, man. I really hope you can't.
Give it a rest, bucko. Buckle up, friend, cause, well, that is, I would say that if the van had seatbelts. But anyways, things are about to get crazy.
No seatbelts? Are you an idiot? Speeding down the streets of the Emerald Kingdom, the kid outmaneuvered those mob punks. I'd never seen anyone drive like that before. It was almost like she was one with the van or something like that. Anyways, after twisting and turning through turnpikes and highways, we launched out of the city and into the sprawling sand sea. You did it! Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd make it for a minute. Good driving, kid.
Oh, gee, thanks. It's, Dawn, by the way. My name is Dawn.
Cool, kid. I'm gonna catch a nap now. All that excitement wore me out. Good night.
Well, alrighty then. Good night, princess. Hope you don't mind much where I steer us then. You see, I'm following a map my friend Glenn gave me to find.
As long as it ain't the Emerald Kingdom, I don't care where we go.
Well, alrighty, Colonel Grubkin. Guess someone like you needs her beauty rest, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
There's a cot in the back. It's a bit cramped back there, but it's home.
Sounds good. Hold it. What is this weird feeling? Excitement? I'd finally done it. I ditched that wretched city. So what? This excitement ain't gonna last, and I meant it when I said I'd basically done everything a girl could do back in the city. Honestly, what was there out in a world of shifting, ungraspable sands? Was there really any meaning in all of this? Hey, Dawn, is it?
Yes?
Don't fall asleep at the wheel. And, well, you can call me Dusk.
Oh, well, sure. Of course. I mean, yeah, I won't fall asleep. I got a whole system down, girl. And Dusk, huh? I like it. That's a cool name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. No, good night.
Good night, Dusk. See you in the morning.
Back in the Emerald Kingdom, I'd done basically everything and learned all kinds of strange perspectives and ideals. But you know what? The truth is, the more you think you know, the more depressing and dull life gets. For the first time in years, I didn't know what was gonna happen. A girl, a van, something about a map, Ma employees chasing us down. It was at least something different. So whatever happens next, at least it's gonna be interesting. My name's Dusk, and I live in a desert sinking in quicksand. There are rocks jutting out of the sands here and there, and people build cities and towns on top of these rocks. But with all that quicksand around them, the only way you're getting anywhere in the wasteland is to drive faster than 55 miles an hour. That or sink in the sand sea. I lived on one of those drab rocks in the Emerald Kingdom. Sounds pretty, but it's a city falling apart at the seams. Glad I dumped it the first chance I got. I just hitched a ride with a starry-eyed kid named Dawn. I don't know where she came from or where she's going, and I just don't care. Either way, bye-bye, Emerald Kingdom. One setback, though, we're being hounded by a workforce crew that wants Dawn's trash heap of a van for some inexplicable reason. Well, at least it's more interesting than working 7 to 7 at a diner and dragging myself about the trash-piled streets of a whitewashed kingdom. Whatever happens, I'm just along for the ride.
Rise and shine, Your Highness. I'm frying us up a delicious batch of eggs here. Picked them up at a farmer's market the other day. Good stuff. Also got some toast. I made it with love. After all, a dinner of herbs with love is better than a prime rib served with spite.
Is that some kind of lame proverb? Wait, who's driving?
Oh, Dusk, what do you take me for? An idiot? We're in a stretch of open desert with nothing to worry about, so don't get your purple hair in a tangle. If you're gonna live life on the sand sea, you gotta know how to sleep and eat while the rig keeps moving. Eggs?
No thanks. Eggs turn my gut. I'll take a toast, though.
Here you are, Dusk. I hope it satisfies your evidently particular palate. Well, I'm headed up front to, well, drive. Oh, and if you need the bathroom, I got a bucket.
Yeah, not happening. I'll join you up front, I guess.
Dusk, we're gonna be traveling a while here. If you're gonna live life on the road, you gotta learn how to use the bucket. It's just basic practicalities,
Look, I'm in no mood to talk about your bucket. Just drop it, alright?
Well, don't come crying to me when your legs get tangled in a pretzel from holding it too long. I mean, you know what they say, an idiot does what they think is best, but a wise soul hears good advice.
Another saying? You're just full of wisdom, aren't you?
Sheesh, I didn't mean to offend. Wayfinder's just got a lot of proverbs is all. Let's change the topic. Tell me about the good old Emerald Kingdom. What was it like living there?
That's your topic of choice? The Emerald Kingdom is a dull and meaningless dump. All the rich do is build big empty towers in some dumb attempt to make the city a beacon of hope for humanity. What a joke. The cheaply built towers collapse constantly thanks to ceaseless earthquakes. Ugh. It's like building a sandcastle out of dry sand in your palm. Nothing there lasts. Just glad to get away from it.
I guess you needed to get that off your chest, huh? Sheesh. So you're running then? And well, you don't know where you're going?
Listen here, kid. I didn't ask for your... Oh, wait a second. What's that? It looks like your radio's doing something.
Oh, well, that's probably just the microphone picking up. I leave it on for convenience in case I pass by another driver and need their attention.
Are you kidding me? Here you are, proclaiming proverbs about being an idiot, and here you are... Don't you get it? That's how those moth thugs keep finding you. All they have to do is stay tuned into your station, and as soon as they're in range, they'll hear...
Dude, it sounds like our friend's passenger has uncovered our little secret. Haha. Well, won't do you any good now. Look right behind you, dudes.
Oh, pep cokes. Not this again. Brace yourself, Dusk, because here they go.
Ready yourselves, dudes. It's time you properly met the Johnny Gang. What's that? Your fates look dismal.
The Johnny Gang's here and we're a triple.
Blue-collar workers join hand in hand.
Uniting all peoples in every land.
Clothed in glorious orange and blue.
The workforce is here to fight for what's true.
Johnny.
B.
And Goodman, I guess.
Miners agglomerate, a workforce with it all.
Don't mess with us, love, or you're in for a brawl.
It's amazing what they'll put on the radio these days.
I'm getting real tired of outrunning these blue collars. Hey, you seem pretty smart, Dusk, and you're good at running away. Got any ideas?
I'll ignore the running comment. But pretty and smart? Yeah, I guess I could try to think of something. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, those are just cacti groves. They're kind of like a cactus and a tree. Anyways, they grow all over canyons and rocky outcrops.
Sounds like a great place to lose a couple of troglodytes driving a fat truck, huh?
I gotcha. Well, buckle up. Or, well, metaphorically that is, since we got no seatbelts. It's time to ditch these creeps.
We lost the Johnny Gang as Dawn drove through the canyon around and under the large cacti grove trees. And let me tell you, it was terrifying. Look, I'm not usually one to freak out, but Dawn near flipped the van several times over as she swerved and dodged between the thickets of cat groves. Let's just say it reminded me I had a heart, and it was beating like mad. Anyways, Dawn found a raised patch of rocky ground, and that was sheltered by the largest cat grove I'd ever seen. I mean, granted, today was the first day I'd ever seen a cat grove, much less knew what one was, but whatever. Deciding to take a breather for the remainder of the day, we set up camp. It was nightfall by the time our cute little campfire was roaring away. With Dawn devouring a plate of eggs and sausage, and me nibbling at some old bread, we sat in silence. Good driving back there, Dawn. Where do you learn to drive like that?
I learned back in Lone Pine, my hometown. Don't know if you heard of it, but it's pretty much Wayfinder paradise. They taught me how to drive, fix a car, translate blueprints, all that stuff, in hopes of, well, finding the way to the lands beyond the horizon. It's what we Wayfinders live for.
What? The lands beyond the horizon? First Proverbs, and now this? You actually believe there's something firm beyond all this sand?
Of course I do. All Wayfinders believe in that. And my good friend Glenn actually made it beyond the infinite horizon. I've mentioned him before. He's pretty cool. In fact, he gave me my van and even a map to find the fabled lands.
Shh. Someone else is here. Get ready to split for the van.
Well, if it ain't the girl in her van.
You? It's him. It's you. It's Glenn. What are you doing here?
Well, here I am, sitting on this here lone rock, picking away at my guitar, when I suddenly hears a conversation. Now, I'm mighty suspicious at first, but then I recognized your voice, and I says to myself, well, if that ain't Dawn, I best hop on over and say a fine how do you do.
Wait, you've been here the whole time?
Uh-huh. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Call me Glenn. Don't know if Dawn's right told you about me, but I'm a drifter, if you will, traveling the lands, singing songs, meeting new friends. Anywho, Dawn and I happened to meet back in Lone Pine, and there I...
Yes, Dawn was just filling me in. But, well, what are the chances you'd just appear as she's talking about you?
No wonder my ears were a-burning. You'd be surprised, young lady, what sorts of coincidences can happen. Of course, is there really such thing as a coincidence anyhow?
Sorry to burst your enthusiasm, but everything is like the sand you see around you. Life blows with the wind, and it doesn't matter where it goes or where it comes from. It's still just meaningless sand. Everything's a meaningless coincidence. Nothing's solid, and that's that.
Oh, getting all mighty and philosophical, are we? Well, I don't pretend to understand everything. I do find it right curious we both happened upon this patch of rock, by coincidence, mind you, and all this here sand.
It's no coincidence. Everything has a meaning and a purpose.
You sure sound like a wayfinder. But is it true? Maybe our meeting's just as Dusk said, just sand blowing, a meaningless happenstance. Or maybe it's like this firm ground here. Don't know why some ground is firm and some soft, but that don't right matter. 'Cause fact is, it's here, and so are we, by coincidence or by design.
Interesting perspective.
Well, since you're here, why don't you camp out with us, Glenn? I want to hear all about your latest adventures.
Well, don't know if I can manage to stay long. Time ever marches on. But I suppose I could stay a spell. Well, just let me help you set up your camp proper first. Then we'll have time for some music. Oh, do forgive me, miss, but I didn't right catch your name.
Oh, I'm so rude. This is my new friend Dusk. She's a real peach.
Pleasure making your acquaintance, Dusk. Oh, Dawn, I've been meaning to ask you, how did you get so off course?
Well, it's a funny story, really. I was just minding my own business when a mob crew suddenly became obsessed with my van. They've been chasing me ever since, trying to get their creepy hands on it.
Dawn, I hope you weren't trying to.
Oh, no, by golly. No, Glenn. I promise I wasn't looking for any trouble.
Well, that's good to hear. Ain't no shame in getting off track. Looks like you made yourself a friend amidst your misadventures. Sounds you're doing right fine, Wayfinder.
Oh, well, gee. Thanks, Glenn. That means a lot coming from you. Oh, shoot. We still got a long way to go to get back on track. I hope you don't mind, Dusk.
Hey, as long as you stop at a town somewhere to drop me off, I could care less. You are stopping somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm. Roseland. It's the next stop on Glenn's map. I hear they got great art there.
Roseland, huh? I've heard good things about that place. Well, I'm crashing. Good night.
Oh, well, good night then, Dusk. Good night, Glenn.
Good night to you both. I'll strum here a minute more, then I'll be on my merry way.
With the stars far overhead, I thought briefly on Glenn's words and Dawn's bizarre motivations. I wondered then if there was really something solid to live on out here. I shrugged and fell asleep. I'm Dusk, and I live in a desert made of quicksand. Rocks jut out of the sands here and there, and people build cities on top of these rocks. With all that quicksand, the only way you're getting anywhere is to drive faster than 55 miles per hour. That or drown in the sand sea. I'm traveling this desert with a starry-eyed kid named Dawn. She claims she's a wayfinder, an expert mechanic, obsessed with finding a paradise beyond the Pacific Desert's horizon. Honestly, I just want to find a dump to call home. The two of us couldn't be more different, and we take turns annoying the pep out of each other. Oh, and we're being chased by a group called the Johnny Gang. While Dawn outmaneuvered them with some honestly stellar moves, my gut says they'll keep hunting Dawn and her van. I just don't get why they want this dumb hunk of junk so badly. Speaking of junk, the van is acting up, so good thing we're almost to the city of Roseland, where, we could buy parts for the engine. Ugh. I heard the town's an artist's paradise. I loathe artists. They're annoying, entitled, and incredibly opinionated. Gag me. Why am I not surprised? It's even more of a dump than the Emerald Kingdom. Houses built of shipping containers and graffiti tagging every rust-coated wall. It's an eyesore.
Looks like someone's got a case of the grumps. Well, brace yourself, Dusk, because folks back home in Lone Pine gabbed incessantly about how awesome the markets of Roseland are. We're bound to find the parts we need. Oh, by golly, look at those spark plugs! They're absolutely pristine. It's a mechanic's paradise.
Yeah, let's just get this over with. Everywhere I look, tactless art sears my retinas. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, quit your whining. Hello? Anyone here got fuel pump seals?
Dawn? There's a crowd? No, a rabble forming around us?
Whoa! What do you think it's all about?
I don't care. I just hate crowds. Let's get out of here before we're swept up in it.
Oh, hey! Quit shoving!
No! It's too late! Every strong, independent, and intelligent woman for herself!
No! This is just like my 7th birthday party!
There we were, with screaming morons all around us. utterly trapped and doomed to watch the most obscenely dull and mindless spectator sport of all. Political debate.
Whoa, Dusk! Look at that giant mall woman up there. She's gotta be like 8 feet tall. Ugh, mall workers give me the creeps.
She's like a truck if it had muscles.
Truck with muscles, that's hilarious. Looks like something's happening.
Howdy, folks of Roseland. I, Sheriff Albert, speak for the real artists. When I say Roseland's become a city of debauchery, tasteless and indiscriminate graffiti coats every wall, replacing the heritage art with modern scrap. We traditionalists demand recompense.
Miss Olivia, most truly you cannot allow this most boorish of men to make such accusations. Most truly, the artistry of his peers and that of the heritage sites are deteriorated and archaic at best. I, Councilwoman Daisy, say we continue our revitalization efforts and replace these mediocre expressions of the past with the abstracts and tasteful.
Miss Olivia, what we need is an unbiased critique. Yep, that's how we settle things around these parts. So, ma'am, if you'd kindly settle this once and for all and get critiquing.
I'm not gonna be your art critic. I don't get art. Listen up, you two, because I'm only gonna say this once. Just agree already, and we can all get on with our lives, okay? Okay. Wait, who are those two? They're not from around here. Hey there, Carrot Top and Dark and Brooding.
Dusk, I think that mall lady's talking to us.
Hey, yeah, those two who are definitely out of towners. Take a look at their get-ups. Get those two up here now, alright? Alright.
Whoa, we're being pushed forward.
Hey, you two. Wanna I don't know, help stop a civil war?
No thanks. We got more important things to do. Gotta get out of here. This giant chick is crazy.
Listen, little Miss Vogue Log Fashion Mod, I've been trying to get this town to sign a deal with Ma for weeks now. Fix up this dump, get people jobs, that kind of stuff. Help me settle this, and I'll be super indebted to you. For ever. Forever.
Dusk, I don't really see a choice for us. We won't have much luck finding fuel pump seals as long as this crowd is filling up the markets.
Ugh. Artists? Politics? This is absurd. Abstract, traditional, who cares? Right, wrong, it's all irrelevant. In the end, everyone dies, opinions don't matter, and both the abstract and traditional art forms are riddled with ludicrous oversights and flaws.
That is totally a voice of a critic. Totally knew you were up to the task. Listen up, Roseland. These two are totally art critics of renown or something. We'll let these unbiased out-of-towners decide who's the best and stuff. Alright? Alright.
Should have just kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, Dusk. You're probably more opinionated than anyone else here. Golly, I'm uncomfortable. We got this giant mall lady towering over us. Arguments everywhere. Honestly, I kind of like both art styles. If only they saw eye to eye.
Wait, maybe that's just what we need. God, Albert and Daisy are idiots. Even if we prove this art is superior, they'll just keep arguing. So here's what we do. I'll ruthlessly critique their art, while you praise the positives of both artists.
Ah, I see what you're getting at. You'll humble them, and then I'll teach them to appreciate something different. What have we got to lose? I'm game. I can see it now. Dusk and Dawn, Ace Art Critics.
Dawn and I praised and critiqued the opposing paintings with relentless criticism and praise. And somehow, our observations caused the rivaling parties to appreciate each other. Were we really that convincing? whatever. At least it was all over. Ugh. What a waste of time. If I ever have to listen to other people's opinions again, it'll be too soon.
You know, Dusk, I've been thinking about what you said earlier. Maybe some things aren't really so black and white, huh? I mean, we got two people from very different perspectives to work together. And then there's us, two friends with totally different ideals. I mean, we're friends, aren't we?
Well, I guess that is...
Oh, hold that thought. I just remembered I saw Stan selling fuel pump seals, while we were stuck in the crowd. Let me get that. You go back to the van. We can talk more then.
That kid. Well, guess I'll just head back to the van.
Hold it right there! What's that? Your fates look dismal.
The Johnny Gang's here and we're a triple.
Blue-collar workers join hand in hand.
Uniting all peoples in every land.
Clothed in glorious orange and blue.
The workforce is here to fight for what's true.
Johnny.
B.
And Goodman, I guess.
Miners a conglomerate, a workforce with it all.
Don't mess with us, love, or you're in for a brawl.
Cut the garbage and back off. I don't know why you creeps are so obsessed with Don's hunk of junk van. Just leave the kid alone, alright?
Hey, chill out, my dude. I only wanted to talk. It's just, I don't think you understand what you've gotten yourself involved with. There's more going on than...
Oh my, are you my prince come to save me?
Oh, please. Do I look like I care what's going on? Take your chivalry, jam it up your nose, and leave Don alone.
Dude, that's so uncool. And, hey, hold on, man. You look super familiar. Do I know you from somewhere, dude?
What do you mean? No. Jonathan Hayes?
Shut up. Dude, Allison Fox? Are you totally real?
Don't ever say that name.
But Allie, after you fell, I thought you were dead. Wow. We can finally be together again. We can fix everything.
Don't touch me, you creep!
Hey, mall worker dude. What are you harassing this chick for? Don't you know we are not about that business? I suggest you distance yourself immediately or I don't know, face immediate termination.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'll just be... Let's blast off, gang.
Johnny, was that Olivia? Blimey, we gotta ditch this dump.
Just keep your head low, boy.
What a total loser. It's super frustrating when dudes like that give Ma a bad rep. We're totally not about that injustice. Hey, I'm talking to you?
Yeah, thanks for chasing off that jerk.
Hey, no worries, Dark and Lonely. Anyways, I wanted to thank you for your help back there at that obnoxious rally. You've been a real peach. Your critiques were super persuasive and totally stellar. Killer, babe. Couldn't have done it without you.
No sweat. Honestly, I just wanted to get out of there.
Me too, girl. Artists are such a waste of air. But dude, I totally dig your attitude. You are super cool and chill. If I didn't have so much on my plate, I'd totally just hang and vibe with you for a couple days. But since I can't, which is a total bummer for reals, how about I pay for your service? Cool? Cool.
Whoa, that's a brick ton of wad.
I don't know who you are or where you're from, but if you ever see a pink mining truck, that's me. Need help? Call. And I'll totally hook you up, okay? Okay.
Wow, she was actually pretty cool. Guess I had her pegged wrong.
Hey, Dusk! Look, I got the parts.
Oh, great. Come on, let's ditch this town. Just had a run-in with Johnny Gang, and I'm pretty sure they'll be back.
Are you okay? Oh, well, of course you are. Okay, then let's beat feet. It won't take long to fix the van up. Come on. So Dusk, how did you get away from the Johnny Gang?
That Olivia chick showed up and scared the losers off. I was honestly beginning to freak out until she showed up.
That's surprising for a mall worker to be so nice, but I'm glad she stepped in. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to you.
But I'm fine. So yeah, a long day. I'm gonna get some rest.
Right, you do that.
A royal such as yourself needs her beauty rest.
Roseland was a wash. Definitely not my solid ground in this world of sand. But as I thought back to Olivia, those arguing artists, and Dawn, I had to wonder, solid ground so simple it's finding a place to live? Or was it more complicated than that?
I'm Dusk, and I live in a desert made of quicksand. Rocks jut out of sands here and there, and people build cities on top of these rocks. With all that quicksand, the only way you're getting anywhere is to drive faster than 55 miles per hour. That or drowned in the sand sea. I'm traveling the sand sea with a starry-eyed kid named Dawn. She's a wayfinder, an expert mechanic on a journey to find what's beyond the horizons of the Pacific Desert. Me? I just want to find a place that sells Italian bread. I'm starving for simplicity. We're being chased by a punk ma work crew. I don't know what they actually want, but Dawn's convinced they're after her van. But I have this sickening feeling that something else is going on. Something way bigger than just some punks chasing a girl in her van. Whatever. As we drive for our next destination, my only hope is that it's my final stop.
Dusk, look! Look! You gotta see this!
Whoa! Is that... Dude, that's a Second Chances resort! Word on the desert says it's the most remarkable mobile city constructed by mankind.
Second Chances? Mobile City?
Well, it's also the only mobile city these days, so no contest there. But yeah, aristocrats, or people back in the Emerald Kingdom used to jab on and on about this joint, pulled by a semi the size of a town. The city on wheels is a veritable wonderland for the downtrodden.
Ooh, sounds like fun! And we have to go there. Literally. 'Cause, well, we're out of gas. After all, this fan doesn't run off sarcasm or a flux capacitor. What you think, Dusk? Can someone as gloomy as you really handle a veritable wonderland?
Not really my vibe, but, you know, it could be interesting.
All aboard!
Second Chances Resort was absolutely massive. We parked the van in the back lot, paid our parking tickets, and wandered all over the massive trailer.
Whoa, look at this place. It's so...
Gaudy?
No, it's glorious! I've never seen anything so beautiful. All I've ever known is scrap. I can't believe something so firm exists on top of the sand sea.
Firm. Yeah, that is strange.
Well, hello, my sweet darlings. Welcome to the Second Chance Resort. You two,
I know you.
It is indescribably barbaric to interrupt, my dear. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Do call me Whitney Crawford. I'm the sole owner and manager of this fine establishment. Now, what are your two lovely names? You may speak freely.
I'm Dawn, and this is my good friend Dusk.
Dawn and Dusk, is it then? To what occasion do I owe the pleasure? Oh, goodness me, you both smell absolutely rancid. Oh, my darlings, I can simply tell by the look of you. You both are absolutely exhausted and in need of a spa.
That's really generous, but honestly...
What's a spa?
Now, no excuses, darlings. They are most unbecoming of two such beautiful young ladies as yourself. Don't think for a second I came to build this paradise by avoiding the finer things. Come along now to the spa. Yes, and shopping. Oh, and new wardrobes, makeovers. Yes, the works. Now come along. Come along. Time waits for no one.
Before we knew what was happening, Whitney had Dawn and I enraptured in a cavalcade of indulgences. It was one thing after another. I gotta say, the outfit I snagged was pretty cool. And Dawn, she got a sweet haircut.
How was your day of pampering, ladies?
It was honestly really refreshing.
I've never had so much fun. Thank you so much, Miss Whitney. I feel like new. But we really gotta be going tomorrow. We have a long road ahead of us.
Oh, that really is too unfortunate. Still, I do understand. But no, you two are welcome to stay as long as you choose. As the new owners of the van, I insist you consider the Second Chance Resort a, well, second home.
Home.
Hold on. What do you know about the van? What are you hiding?
Much, darling. The van is the very reason I embraced you both upon arrival. You owning such a treasure says much of your character. But enough of that. It's off to bed with you two. You shall need your rest for the road tomorrow.
Hey, Dusk, I sorta want to stay another day.
Sounds good to me. Honestly, Dawn, I think I might actually make this home. We'll see, though. I'm gonna give it a chance.
Oh, I see. Well, good night, Dusk.
We didn't leave the next day. Every day that passed, Dawn would ask if we could stay longer. Honestly, I was totally fine with living at the resort. It was great. Whitney's cool, and I think she generally cares about us. Everything was, well, seeming pretty solid. But then something odd began to happen. Hey, Dawn, what's going on with you? You don't look so good.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing's wrong, though. I'm fine.
Well, if you say so.
Dusk, remember how I'm driving for the lands beyond the horizon? You don't believe in them, do you? It's all just sand to you, right?
Well, yeah, but you believe in that stuff, right? Or do you?
Well, I don't know anymore. Dusk, I finally have a home again. I thought I'd have to reach beyond the horizon to find a home, to find a place to belong. But I found it here. So then, was it all meaningless sand?
Well, I don't... Hold on a minute. I'll be back. Whit, I gotta talk with you.
Oh, well, of course, Dusky. Whatever is the matter, darling?
It's Dawn. She's not acting herself lately. And, well, I don't know what to do about it.
Oh dear. I'm afraid I have seen this before, darling. You see, Dusk, when I was your age, a dear friend of mine believed in my dreams when no one else did. However, in the midst of my rise, my friend fell. I saw the life drain from him, and his joy ran cold.
What does this have to do with Dawn?
Dusk, it is rude to interrupt. You see, my darling, my friend's eyes were ever on the land beyond the horizon. That boy and his van were destined to wander. Just as my friend believed in me, it was my turn to believe in him. I had to let him go.
Wait, a van? Don't tell me it's the same van.
Dusk, the van is not what is important. What matters is that our Dawn has the same dream as my old friend. You see, life is not meant to be lived for oneself. You must believe in others. Every other pursuit, even that of pleasure, is akin, chasing the wind. But to believe in someone, you must be willing to let some things go. Dusky, darling, Dawn, she needs someone to believe in her. Do you believe in your friend, Dusk?
Well,
Whitney Crawford, you are harboring a wanted fugitive of Ma. Surrender the fugitive immediately, or your enterprise shall be downsized.
Whoa. A fugitive? Is this about that dumb van again?
Dusky, it is nothing you should worry about, darling. This is a personal matter, and none of your concern. Your business is to fetch our precious Dawn and flee from this place. And I insist now, loves, do not look back. Do you understand, darling?
Yeah, I get it, but, well, we can't just leave you.
Worry not, Dusky. We shall certainly see one another again.
Dusk, what's going on?
No time. Grab your stuff and let's bust out of here.
No, Dusk. I finally found a home in all this sand, and I'm not about to lose it. I'm staying, Dusk. I'm staying with Whitney.
Dawn, the resort is under attack by Ma. We can't do anything to help. Us staying here just gives Whitney more to worry about. Besides, we gotta get out of here and find the lands beyond the horizon.
Dusk, you believe in the lands?
I believe in you. I don't know about the lands, but Whitney believes in you, and so do I. Now let's get out of here. Whitney's strong. She can handle herself.
Well, okay. If you're sure, Dusk.
We're almost to the van. Get ready, Dawn, because we're...
Oh, hey there, Carrot Top. Oh, and look, if it isn't dark and brooding. You know, it's like super rude to interrupt an official business meeting.
Oh, hello, my darlings. Nothing to worry about, my loves. Just some tense business Miss Olivia and I are sorting between us.
Olivia, what are you...
Just doing my job, dark and brooding. You see, after you and Carrot Top left Roseland a couple weeks back, I interrogated that little loser named Johnny and found out little Miss Carrot Top's a high priority item on Ma's agenda. So I finally caught word 2 girls and a van had been taken in by a Whitney Crawford. And here we are. So how about you surrender now? Or Whitney, the superstar, gets it. Okay? Okay.
Olivia, you helped us in Roseland. I thought you were cool.
A common mistake, dude. Sorry, girl, but things change. Now, are you gonna surrender and close this long-drawn business meeting?
Put Miss Whitney down now, or I'll
You'll what? Like glare at me hatefully until I die of guilt? Ugh, this is already dragging on too long. I'm starting to get bored. Let's finish this now.
I couldn't agree more.
My van!
What the scrap are you doing here, you troglodyte?
Johnny?
No time to explain, kids. Your friend Whitney'll be just fine. She's too high a commodity, Tama. Olivia won't actually hurt her. Now get in.
No! I'm not leaving Whitney!
Yes. Yes, we are. Johnny, why are you helping us?
Things have changed. Sorry about before. Allie, Dusk, let me help.
No! Put me down now, you creep! Ugh!
Sorry, Dawn. Whitney, stay alive.
Good luck, my darlings. I hope you find all you're searching for.
We're out of here, loves. Buckle up. Oh, wait. There's no seatbelts.
Get us out of here, B.
Forces of Ma, you can't let them escape.
Watch out!
Dude!
Whoever finds this, my name is Dusk. I lived in a desert made of quicksand. Steep, rocky mountains can be found all over this desert, and people built cities on these rocks. The only way to get from one rock to the next was to drive faster than 55 miles per hour. That or sink into the depths, far below. I am one who has sunk into those depths. It all started with just hitching a ride with a kid named Dawn. She's a wayfinder, a person that strives to find the lands beyond the horizon. That is, solid ground to live on. After a wild, tangled knot of events, where I was betrayed by a friend, Dawn lost hope, and a jerk from my past showed up to help. We were blasted by a Ma artillery and sank into the sands. I thought it was all over, but sometimes, somehow, you find solid ground, even in a world of shifting sands.
My heart is shaking, I can barely stand. Dusk, you're so cool in these desert sands. Dusk, baby, let me be your man. I wander through wastelands to hold your hands. Oh, while we ride in this van.
Ugh. I just wish Johnny would shove a cork in his mouth.
Hey, what's up, dude? Time to wakey, Dusky.
What do you want? And wait, did you just call me Dusky?
Hey, turn that frown upside down, dude. Breakfast is on.
I hate breakfast. But fine. We should have drowned in the sand sea, but here we were in the bottom of some cave. Apparently, these places are common near mountains. Whatever. After making sure everyone was alright, we tried to find a way out of here. 24 hours passed and found no way out of this cave. Returning to the van bummed out, we crashed for the night. It was morning, and Dawn looked miserable. Good morning, Dawn. How'd you sleep?
You don't have to pretend to care, Dusk. Don't worry about me. As the Wayfinders say, a happy heart makes a happy face, but by depression, a spirit is crushed.
Ugh, you're so annoying. I don't know why I even bother with you.
Dudes, how are those eggs?
Can it, Johnny?
Sheesh, I was only trying to help, dudes.
Ahoy there, mates!
Oh, thank the manufacturer you're here, dudes. How goes the expedition? You find anything, dudes?
Yeah, found out where we are. We are in the Iron Jungle Depths, nephew. A subterranean complex of tunnels and dilapidated highways. It's a maze, John boy, and we're lost right in the middle of it. Ain't no way out as far as we can tell.
Dude, that's like a total bummer.
I'm just relieved we sunk into a cave rather than the Sandsea proper. Especially so long as I'm with you, Johnny.
Yeah, dude. So long as I got my gang, ain't nothing getting me down.
Ugh. You're all morons. You know that? You're lucky Don and I stocked the van so well, and even luckier we shared the food with you punks at all.
Thanks, kid.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
This is all because of that backstabbing Olivia. Pfft, and I thought I finally met a cool friend. Well, that is,
It's okay, Dusk. I'm just worthless scrap anyways. I gave up my dream, I couldn't save Whitney, I endangered everyone by fighting to leave. Everything's all my fault. I need to redeem myself.
Don't talk like that.
Yeah, dude. If it's anybody's fault, it's mine, dudes. I totally gave into Olivia's threats. She's always giving me the creeps, man. She, reminds me way too much of the foreman, dudes.
Yeah, speaking of the foreman and Ma, just what has got you all so obsessed with Dawn anyway?
Well, truth is, we don't actually know why, dudes. Ma put up wanted posters looking for some barcode, and B happened to see it written on Dawn's neck, so we chased her.
I hadn't noticed that tattoo before, but I didn't think much of it. Dawn, do you know what's up with that tattoo on your neck?
Not a clue, Dusk. I've always had it. I just assumed it was a weird birthmark.
Hola, amigos and amigas! Do pardon my abrupt and sudden appearance, but it is not every day I find a band of tourists in this rather unpleasant of locations. Oh, again, pardon my ramblings, but I am Jorge Montoya, fearless hero and world-renowned bounty hunter.
Jorge, huh? I've never heard of you.
This was before your time, kid. Jorge Montoya was a living legend over 10 years ago, but then he abruptly vanished after Ma contracted him. I never caught word why they hired Jorge. Honestly, everyone believed you're good and dead.
Dead? No, but hardly alive either. Come, allow me to explain. Behold, my friends, a passage into the ocean beneath the Sandsea. And from this passage emerges the Leviathan. Neither machine nor animal, this mutant, forged in the foulest laboratories of Ma, is a pitiable creature that hates its own existence and yet cannot die. Dude, that is so metal! But what's that got to do with you, dude? About 14 years ago, Ma hired me to protect a scientist collecting DNA samples for a project called Tetriscope or something like that. The mission was, of course, successful, but instead of paying me, Ma attempted to assassinate me for knowing too much. I, Jorge Montoya, shall never forgive the foreman's treachery. And fortunately for me, the scientist I'd protected went crazy and destroyed every last DNA sample he'd collected. The day I heard this, I found my new purpose. To slay the Leviathan. No beast, no DNA samples. Ma's multi-billion-dollar project will be destroyed. Vengeance shall be mine.
14 years hunting a beast? Just out of spite? What a waste of life.
Do not mock me, child. Besides, you all are intrinsic to my newest plan for slaying the beast. You see, friends, an AI life support sustains the Leviathan. This AI loves riddles. It cannot resist answering a conundrum. However, I have run out of riddles.
Then why bother bringing up riddles if you...
However, there is another way to lure the beast in. The animal within the Leviathan hates the noise of cars. Volunteer your van, my friends, and together we shall slay the monster. Then, as thanks, I shall guide you to freedom of this place.
So, you want me to drive the van around these caves until the beast notices, and then lead the Leviathan here? What then?
Look over there. See that weapon? I shall destroy the monster with it.
Sounds good.
Dawn, what are you doing? You can't seriously want to help this guy.
Dusk, you're all trapped here because of me. Let me do this, and then even if something happens to me, at least Jorge can lead you guys out.
No, Dawn, you're not going alone. I'm going with you. I don't trust this Jorge. He's off. We'll have Johnny and his gang watch him, and we'll drive together until that beast shows up.
Well, okay, Dusk. Pep Coke, I really can't do anything right, can I?
Can it, Dawn? As if I'd let you sacrifice yourself. Now let's get this over with. We've got work to do, and morons counting on us. Ugh. Though I'm not sure they deserve it.
Oh, I think Dusk is warming up to me, dudes. Score!
You're right, Dusk. No more moping. Let's go.
Your flesh to me.
It talks! Jorge wasn't kidding! That thing's freaking me out!
Hold on, Dusk. I won't let anybody down again.
Are you dudes alright?
Yeah, Dawn's an awesome driver. But watch out! That monster's gonna be here any second, and that thing's a real freak!
Whoa! You dudes aren't kidding! That thing's a real freak! The time has come, my friends! Once the monster devours you, I shall have a perfect shot at the generator that keeps it alive.
Devours us? Dusk was right! You really are a jerk!
Oh, so sorry, my friends. But you have done a rather excellent job. Now, hold tight. The Leviathan is rather ravenous, so I imagine your death shall be rather quick, I think.
No! I was helpless before, but not now. No more failures. Leviathan!
Who is this inferior being who defies me? You dare challenge Almighty Leviathan, the summit of all living things?
I am a rudder that ravages ships, a fire that burns, and a poison that rips, an untamable beast that defiles the soul, a small part that guides the whole. What am I?
An insultingly pitiful riddle. The answer is the tongue.
The tongue. Hey, Leviathan, I've heard you're an untamable beast, but as you've just said, my own words are way more powerful than you could ever be.
Yes, this is a fascinating conundrum. I was constructed to be the perfect life form. And yet, this riddle contests me. Well, gee, what am I supposed to do now?
Look into your own reflection in the water, and I think you'll know.
What answers could that possibly... No! How can this be? You mean I'm nothing more than a stupid, hideous whale?
Whoa! Dawn, that was awesome! How'd you know that'd work?
I didn't. But I remembered what Jorge said earlier about the Leviathan hating itself. I figured showing the creature what it really looked like would maybe scare it off.
You fools! All my work was for nothing! That beast was mine! No, I kill you for...
I think we've all had enough of that lout.
Sweet action, B. But how do we get out of here now?
Actually, I think I know the way. While we were driving the roads, I'm pretty sure I spotted the way out.
I knew you could do it, kid. Let's get out of this dump.
Hey, Dusk? Thanks for not ditching us back there. After all we put you through, I definitely would get it.
Johnny, I gotta ask, why are you really helping us?
I feel bad, dude. Chasing a girl in her van just to get some clout with Ma? That's sick, dude. If I hadn't chased Dawn, we never would have run into my sister Olivia and none of this would have happened.
Olivia is your sister? But she didn't even acknowledge you in Roseland.
We're not exactly close. But anyways, sorry for everything.
Don't sweat it, Johnny. What's past is past. I'm Dusk, and I live in a desert made of quicksand. Steep, rocky mountains can be found all over this desert, and people build cities on these rocks. The only way to get from one rock to the next is to drive faster than 55 miles per hour. That or sink into the sand sea. My friend Dawn and I are some of the few people in the world who sank into the sands and lived to tell the tale. We landed in a massive cavern below the sand sea and escaped with a little help from our new passengers, the Johnny Gang. Now we don't know where we're headed. I started this adventure with Dawn trying to find solid ground, a home. But now, all I can think about is Dawn. She's kind of like a little sister to me, and I'm worried about her. She really fell apart back in the caverns, and Ma is hunting her for some unknown reason. It's all very disturbing. I just hope wherever we go, that Dawn will be okay.
And that's how you win an arm wrestling match against someone twice your size.
Dude, that's awesome! I'm gonna have to try that. Where'd you learn that trick, dude?
Oh, I learned that from my Uncle Rusty. Golly, I miss him.
First time I heard you mention family, Dawn. I just assumed you were an orphan or something.
What made you think that? Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I was adopted by old Rusty back in Lone Pine. And all Rusty knew about me was that a strange-looking man brought me to Lone Pine and begged him to take care of me. Maybe he was my dad or something. Who knows?
Not knowing where you came from? Doesn't that bother you?
Not really. Old Rusty always taught me that a wayfinder's future is hardly determined by their past. And by golly, I take that to heart, Dusk.
Not defined by your past, huh?
Sounds nice, huh, Dusk?
Oh, Pep Coke! Sorry, gang, but the van's gas gauge is screaming at us again. But there ain't a bloomin' gas station for miles.
Hold it, dudes! Look over there! What's that?
It looks like some kind of abandoned factory or something. Oh no, guys. Look! That's Olivia's truck.
Olivia? Dude, what's my sister doing there?
Doesn't matter. We can't go there. Too risky.
But, Dusk, I don't think we'll make it anywhere else. Whoa, something's going on with my radio. I'm picking up a signal. Wait, let me adjust.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you read me? I certainly hope so, my intrepid interlopers, because I have a very important message to send your way. Help. I'm going to die. Ma has come to kill me. Help. Please do respond at your earliest convenience.
Who's this weirdo?
I don't know. Hello, who are you and what do you mean Ma's come to kill you?
Oh, sweet relief. You have responded. In regards to my current predicament, I've been hiding from Ma for years. The scoundrels have tracked me down and are certainly going to kill me. If at all convenient, I would greatly appreciate your assistance.
We can't help you. Ma's parked out front. They'll see us for sure. Sorry, but not sorry. Save yourself.
Oh, is that the trouble then? Well, why not come in the back way? I have a secret entrance, you know. Follow my directions and you'll get in no trouble at all.
Don, I don't know about this guy. We've already had a run-in with that lunatic Jorge. I'd prefer not to be used as live bait a second time.
Sorry, Dusk, but we don't have much choice. We're out of gas. And unless you want to risk sinking into the sand sea a second time, I think we'd best stop and help this guy out.
Why can't we just have one normal trip?
With me? No way.
Welcome to my secret lair. Oh, I suppose it's not much of a secret now. Anyhow, call me Billy. Billy the scientist. Knowledge. Research. I am Billy the scientist.
Happy to meet you, Billy. I'm Dawn, and this is Dusk, and those three are Johnny, B, and Goodman.
My workers! You've utterly and completely deceived me! I should have known better than to extend my hand to an enigmatic troop of passerbys. Mother always said I was too honest and trusting. Well, that and I watched too much anime.
Calm down, Billy. There's nothing to worry about. I know they look like mall workers, but these guys are freshly reformed.
You mean they are traitors, then?
Yeah!
I do not much fancy traitors as friends. Now, I suppose one should not be so choosy when it comes to finding oneself a hero. But I got my eye on you lot. Now listen, I have a plan to escape our enemies once and for all, but I shall require your services.
Great. Another moron who needs our service. Gee, I wonder what we'll have to do. Perhaps we'll critique art, or be fed to a beast. Or maybe this time we'll follow the map to One-Eyed Willie's pirate treasure.
Billy, why is Ma attacking your lab?
Attack? Who said anything about attacking? I knew it! You're in league with that wretched agglomerate! Was it the foreman himself who sent ya? Well, was it?
Calm down, you freak. You told us yourself Ma is trying to kill you.
Well, alright then. If you say so, but I got my eye on you. Now, as to what they want with me, it's the secrets. The dark secrets I keep locked up in my head. Evil, wretched, horrible secrets. Project Terpsichore.
Project Terpsichore? I heard whispers about that project, but no one actually knew what it was.
And a good thing too. I mean, a project to create a superhuman with perfect DNA is just not a healthy endeavor of science. A mutant baby. Indecent. Who would change the mutant diapers? It was all wrong. So, I boldly destroyed the laboratory and seized the infant. I had to hide the baby girl somewheres Ma would never ever think to look.
Ha, dude! That's totally sick! Way to stick it to Ma! But, what happened to the baby girl?
That was 13 years ago. I do not remember a balmy thing. In any case, I've been hiding in this abandoned laboratory, attempting to construct a rocket ship to escape this rather wretched planet ever since. Yes, escape is the only way to survival.
A rocket? You can't be serious.
I am inconceivably serious. After 13 years of sleepless nights, I finally completed a working rocket. We can all escape Ma on this planet forever in space. I just need your help with the launch sequence. You see, if I try to do it myself, the rocket will...
That's stupid. You're just running from your problems, sniveling coward.
Dusk, that's not fair. Can't you see how much Billy suffered? And, well, aren't you running too, Dusk?
That's totally different. I fell off a skyscraper as a 12-year-old. Do you see me whining about it? No, I'm moving forward, unlike this loser who's stuck in the past.
Mother always said I was a loser. How I miss Mumsy's kind words. Oh no! That's more! No!
A fine mess this is. Let me look at those controls. Hello? Who is this?
Who am I? Who are you? I totally don't recognize your voice, so I don't, care about you. Put someone more valuable on the line, okay? Okay.
Give me that. Hey, Olivia, it's Dawn. If you're so big and tough, why don't you come in and get us?
Dawn, no!
Ah, so you losers survived their little missile strike. That is, totally good news. I gotta admit, I got, totally carried away back there at the Second Chances Resort. But what can I say? I was having a totally lousy day. Ha! The foreman, got totally on my case for, thrashing Miss Whitney.
You hurt Miss Whitney? She better be okay or I'll...
This again? Whatever, kid. Miss Whitney's fine. Save for the fact I, totally broke her arms. Point of order, right, kid? She was insubordinate. So I, couldn't just let her off without a disciplinary action form, right? Right.
I'll break your arms, you monster!
Nice going, Dawn, you moron. She thought we were dead. Now she's gonna be hunting you down again.
No more running. I'm facing her down right here and right now. She'll pay for what she did to Miss Whitney.
Stop, kid! You can't fight my sister, dude! She'll break you like a twig, man! Don't be a fool.
Then what am I supposed to do, huh? Just wait until she breaks all of you?
No, we come up with a plan and escape her. I got it. Well...
sorry to interrupt, kid, but where's our quirky little scientist friend?
He, totally vanished, dude.
This can't be good. Scrap! I bet he ran off.
Or run away in a rocket ship.
I hope the lot of you don't mind, but this scientist is bound for the stars. I just need you to, release the security hatch. I would ever so immensely appreciate the gesture.
Ugh, I'll do it, you punk. Can't believe the nerve of that fool. Ditching us and all.
Wait, it's not all bad. A rocket ship is the perfect distraction.
I got you, Dusk. With Olivia watching Billy's rocket, we got a clean escape, dude.
Dawn, we're leaving now. You need to forget about Olivia and move on.
But... yeah, you're right, Dusk. Let's beat feet. There, Billy's off. And by the sounds of it, so are we. I saw some gas drums on our way in. Johnny, Goodman, Would you two be a pair of fine gentlemen and carry those for me?
You bet, B. Come on, let's bust out of here, gang. It's party time!
Dawn, do you think that Billy was...
A nice guy? Sure I do. I think he left in his rocket to distract Olivia. He may have lost his mind, but I do think that he was still a good person.
I'm not so sure.
We totally can't let that loser escape. Ready the missiles. Then totally fire them or whatever.
We're being chased. We thought we escaped Olivia, but she caught up to us. But I'm getting ahead of myself. My name's Dusk, and I live in a desert made of quicksand. Drive slower than 55 miles per hour and you'll sink into the sand sea. Scrap! None of that matters right now. Olivia's gonna catch us and kill us. Or maybe do something even worse. Dawn and I just want to find the lands beyond the horizon, but Olivia and Ma just keep getting in the way. Ugh. If you're confused about my story, please read my other journal entries. You can always turn back, but Dawn and I, we just gotta keep moving forward.
Hey, Dusky? Now's a really bad time to start writing in your journal. I kinda need some advice.
Oh, sorry, Dawn. Just writing our story in case something happens to us.
Don't worry, Dusk. We'll make it out of this. We always do.
They're Carrot Top and brooding. I couldn't just let you take a leave of absence, especially you, Carrot Top. Ma needs you to put in some serious overtime. So how about you surrender now, okay? Okay.
Scrap! How are we supposed to get away from that truck? We're doomed!
No way, dudes! I'm not letting my friends get bullied by my jerk sister anymore! I'm totally gonna jump the truck, dudes!
Johnny, what are you doing?
Yeah, Johnny, knock it off. You don't have to do this. There's gotta be another way.
No way, dudes! Olivia ain't the quitting type. It's time I set things straight with my sis. B, Goodman, take care of these two, would ya?
No way, Johnny boy. Your uncle may be old, but I'm a scrappy codger. I'm jumping in this fight with you, kid.
And there's no way I'm leaving you, Johnny. And with 3 of us taking on Olivia's crew, we'll give these girls a better chance of escape.
Alright then, Dusk, sorry again for everything. And Don, I hope you find that horizon, dude. Alright, let's party, dudes!
I sure hope the Johnny gang is okay.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Johnny's too stubborn to go down easily. So what's our plan?
Let me think. The next stop, according to Glenn's map, was... Oh, Arcadiaville.
Oh yeah, isn't that the city devoted to 1,000-year-old video games? Maybe that's just the distraction we need.
You utterly devastated me at every arcade game.
Now, my fledgling gamer, you shall certainly improve with time.
Is it is it okay that we're playing games? I mean, Johnny, B, and Goodman could all be in real trouble.
Dawn, what else can we do? They took on Olivia so that we could keep going. And what better way to honor friends than to enjoy the simple things?
It sure is a pretty city, huh, Dusk?
Yeah, it's way nicer than the Emerald Kingdom. We've really come a long way, haven't we? Did I ever tell you my parents run the Emerald Kingdom?
Really? Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah, unfortunately. It was a pretty meaningless lifestyle. From dumb tea parties to empty conversations, all of it was just sand. Every day was empty. That is, until my parents planned on my engagement to Jonathan Hayes. That was sort of a turning point.
What the scrap? You and Johnny are engaged? I knew something went on between you two.
We're engaged. We're. That all ended when Johnny startled me at a party and I stumbled off a skyscraper. I survived somehow and immediately ditched my old life. It's kind of funny to think about. Back then, I was so excited to be free from my old life. It turns out, total freedom? Just as dull as strict boundaries.
You've sure been through a lot. Wow, I'm sorry, Dusk. All this time, I thought you were just sort of a punk and that's all there was to it.
It's no big deal. I was a jerk when we met, and still am. But honestly, traveling with you, Dawn, feels so solid. Everything in my life was sand until we met. So, thanks, Dawn, for everything. Phew. Didn't mean to get so sentimental.
Aw, golly. It's so sweet of you, Dusk. Gee, I can't believe how much has changed. For both of us. Do you really think we'll make it to the lands beyond the horizon?
Maybe if we can stop with the sentimental hogwash. How about we take a look at your map? I haven't even looked at Glenn's map yet.
I genuinely thought you'd never ask. Take a look.
This is a map? What the scrap? It's just a bunch of riddles.
Yeah, it's honestly been really confusing, but I figured out a lot. See here, a lady in plum sits beneath a needle that scrapes the heavens refers to you and the Emerald Kingdom. Then there's this one about an avant-garde marshal.
Me in the Emerald Kingdom? That can't be right. You added that.
Golly, ain't it mysterious, Dusk? Each place Glenn's map sends me always leads to meeting someone new and interesting. You know, Dusk, I remember Glenn saying, back when I first met him, that it's impossible to find the lands beyond alone. I guess what I mean to say is, I don't think I would have made it this far without you.
Carrot Top! Dark and brooding!
No, it can't be. Dawn, run!
Wait! Stop! Please, dudes, I totally need to talk to you.
The only thing that'll be doing the talking round here's my fists! What have you done with Johnny B and Goodman?
That's just it! Right after Johnny and his friends boarded my truck, my boss, the foreman himself, totally showed up out of nowhere. Johnny and his gang were totally arrested, and the foreman, he threatened to arrest me unless I brought you in right away.
This is all about that Project Terpsichore, isn't it?
I don't care about that scrap. I'm just worried about Johnny. Seeing those mall workers beat him, it was too much, dudes. I totally flipped. I'm totally sorry for everything. Please, I need your help.
I don't believe you.
I guess I shouldn't expect you to, but let me try to convince you anyways.
What? What are you?
A product of the foreman's experiments. Part human, part machine. Project Terpsichore has affected more people than you think. Any chance of a regular life has been, like, totally robbed from me. The foreman's totally a monster.
Dusk, I think I believe Olivia. I didn't tell you before, but the foreman murdered my Uncle Rusty. The foreman really is a monster. It makes sense he'd treat his own workers like nothing. Olivia, we want to help you.
Hey, I really am sorry. We have to stop the foreman once and for all. With your help, we can end his tyrannical reign.
You're right. Unless we get rid of the foreman, Ma's only going to keep hurting our friends and family. We have to do this.
Dawn, what are you doing? What about all we've been through? What about the lands beyond the horizon? Any of that ringing a bell? Or is your head filled with concrete? None of this is right. Olivia's way is wrong. We can find another way to save Johnny.
The foreman killed my uncle, Dusk. It's his fault Whitney got hurt. He's hurt Olivia, and now he's gonna hurt our friends. Don't you care?
Of course I care. But this is all wrong. Johnny wouldn't want this. I don't want this. Taking out some jerk is just... It's not the path of a wayfinder.
I thought you changed, Dusk. But you're just as numb as you've always been. I'm gonna save our friends and make the foreman pay. Goodbye, Dusk.
Fine. Throw it all away. Go back on everything we've worked so hard for. It's just all sand anyways. Who cares? Good riddance, Dawn.
Come on, Olivia. Let's end this.
I'm really sorry things went so raw, Dawn. We'll, like, totally set everything right once we've dealt with the foreman. Okay? Okay.
I should have known better. Just when you think things are solid, it crumbles like sand. What a joke. Dawn, I thought you were better than this.
Dawn, Dusk, it's me, Glenn.
Glenn?
Dusk. Well, how do you do? I sure didn't expect to run into the two of you here, but when I saw this old van, I knew I had to just stop on by. How goes your travels to the lands beyond? Looks like Dawn's been following her map, judging by where you're at. Say, where is Dawn anywho?
She ditched me. Dawn's eyes are on revenge instead of the horizon. I wanted no part of it. So I guess I'll just take up residence here in good old Arcadia Vale.
So, it's just as I feared then. I saw that same anger burn in Dawn's eyes the day we met. I really hoped it wouldn't claim her. But Dusk, you can't stay here. Arcadiaville's about to sink into the sand sea.
Who cares? Nothing matters anymore. If you're right, then I might as well sink with it. I started with a life of sand, so... well, I might as well drown in sand.
You can do that, Dusk. Or you can try to rescue Dawn.
Dawn made her choice when she ditched me. Ditched her dreams. I believed in her. Look what good it did. It's all been meaningless.
And you're fine with accepting that then? I don't right think so. How do I explain? Dusk, I've been to the lands beyond the horizon. I know it. And along the way, I learned to believe in my friends. And they learned to believe in me. It weren't always easy, but the road was worth it. Even though I found those lands, I just couldn't quite yet rest.
You didn't?
No, I couldn't. Because once I found solid ground, all I thought about were my friends and the sinking sands they lived on. I couldn't just stay comfortable in my rights, so I returned to the sinking sands to live out a new purpose. To make certain each wonderful person I meet has a chance at finding solid ground. You have every right to give up on Dawn, but I think, for your sake, well, would you consider giving your friend one more chance?
Yeah. Yes, I would. I'd give her 1,000 chances. Dawn's my best friend. I can't just let her go.
Best watch out there, Dusk. You're sounding like a wayfinder.
Yeah, well... I'd better get going. You coming?
I'd love nothing more. I can't leave here. Not yet. I meant what I said about this here city. Arcadia Vale's desire for greatness has pulled all its people into great danger. The city's going down, Dusk. And there are plenty of good folks here. I just have to try and warn. You understand, don't you?
Okay. Just promise you'll be okay. Dawn will want to see you after I get her back on course.
I'll do my best. But I never make promises. Good luck to you, girl. And your van, too.
Thanks, Glenn. Goodbye.
Shaking, nowhere to stand. We drive for sunrise in starless lands. Cold winds blow, I spin like sand. Wander through wastelands into your hands. Oh, with a girl and her van.
Still no signs of Olivia. Ugh. This is hopeless. It's been hours and I still have no idea where they went. What was I thinking? Wait, what's that? Pep Coke! It's a Ma truck! Scrap! Oh man, they're trying to radio me. Hello? What do you want?
Hey, dudes! It's just me, your favorite mall worker calling in.
Johnny! Oh man, you have no idea how good it is to hear your voice.
You hear that, dudes? Dusk's excited to see me. Ha! Well, just wait until you hear our harrowing tale, dude. After we jumped Olivia's truck, we caused total mayhem, man. But, things got a little risky, so we found some small trucks in the back of the big truck. And we totally borrowed one of them and got out of there, man. It was wild, dude.
Oh no. Olivia. Johnny, I'm glad you guys are okay, but after you escaped Olivia, she tracked down Dawn and me. She said the foreman showed up and took you and your gang as prisoners. Dawn bought it and left with Olivia to get the foreman.
Dude, that sounds just like my sister. I bet she also pulled the sob story about the foreman forcing her to get robotic upgrades.
Wait, you knew about that?
Of course, dude. But Olivia wanted to be part machine. She's totally power hungry, man.
Oh, Pep Coke. Dawn's in real danger. I mean, I knew she was in trouble, but... oh man, it was all a lie? This all has to be a trap.
Not cool, man. No one, not even my sis, messes with my friends and gets away with it. Hold on, Dusk. I'm coming aboard. It's party time!
Johnny!
You're a real moron, you know that?
Hey, thanks, Dusky. B? Goodman!
Yes, Johnny. Awaiting your orders.
Stay close, dudes. We're headed for the Emerald Kingdom to save Dawn. That's where the foreman's at, Dusk, by the way. Olivia's definitely headed straight there.
The Emerald Kingdom, huh? Of course they'd be there.
Brings back memories, huh?
Yeah, of falling off skyscrapers.
Dude, how many times do I gotta apologize for that? It was totally an accident, dude. I was just a little excited about our long-term engagement, and...
Oh, can it, Johnny? It's all sand in the breeze, man. Now let's get this van in gear. Dawn, here we come.
Hey, Carrot Top.
I'd prefer you call me Dawn. And, Olivia, well, I'm kind of second-guessing this whole thing. I mean, is it really okay to take someone's life, even if they're a monster?
It's like a little late to be withdrawing from this business deal. But in case you didn't believe the foreman was like totally messed up, listen to this. He like made me watch him murder your uncle. Yeah, I was there, back in Lone Pine. Seeing that like totally messed me up, dude. The foreman's sick, and he has to go.
Okay. Let's do this then.
Foreman Hayes! Olivia here. I have the girl.
Let her in, and wait outside till I need you.
Don't worry, girl. At like just the right moment, I'll totally bust in and we'll take the foreman down together. It's gonna be like totally awesome. You got this.
Well, took you long enough to get here. It does my heart good to see Daddy's little girl back home.
Daddy's little girl?
That van's flat flying. What a waste of gas.
See that tower, Dusky? That's where the foreman is. I bet my guitar it's where Olivia and Don will be.
Hello? Hello? This is B. Johnny, do you read me?
Loud and clear, B. What's up, dude?
Dude? We're pulling up to the Emerald Overpass, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny boy, those overpasses are gonna be loaded with Ma work crews. You two will never get to the Ma Tower with them in the way.
That's right, Johnny, so Goodman and I have decided to clear the way.
Are you sure, dudes? Sounds risky, man.
I'd take any risk for you, Johnny. And, well, for Don too, of course. Anyways, this is where we part, loves.
Good luck, Johnny boy. Teach that sister of yours a lesson.
Farewell, Johnny. And to you too, Dusk. I wish you both well.
Thanks, guys. Alright, Johnny. Are you ready for this?
Let's get our Dawn back! Time to party, dudes!
Daddy's little girl? What do you mean by Daddy's little girl?
I meant what I said, kid. Are you deaf? It's simple. I'm your dad, you're my daughter. I wanted you back 'cause, well, you're designed to take over Ma. In a world of quicksand, everything sinks. But not Ma. Not me. Nah, I've done everything to build an empire that'll save this drowning world. But here's the pitch, kid. I'm getting old. This world needs someone young. A fresh start. A new dawn.
A new dawn? No. Why? Why me? Why now? I don't understand.
It's all that pathetic Billy's fault. Punk freaked out over messing with your DNA and ran off with you. I spent years hunting you down. I came so close in Lone Pine, but those oil-soaked wayfinders got in the way and managed to hide you from me. Despite killing their leader, they wouldn't budge. You slipped through my fingers like sand.
You're lying. It's all lies. You're not my father.
Believe what you want, kid, but you're my perfect little number 3. The end result of my succession project. Called it Terpsichore. Sounds cool, right? My first successor was gonna be Olivia, but she just had to become part machine. And so, yeah, she can't exactly have kids anymore, and that's a problem for our powerful heritage.
Olivia, she's my sister?
The follow-up plan was to have Olivia head up the company and have my second-born Jonathan marry a Princess Allison from the Emerald Kingdom. Johnny was always a bit dumb, so he'd make a nice figurehead. Then, that idiot had to go and startle the princess right off a skyscraper. What a moron. A fool like that ain't worthy of the Ma Empire.
Jonathan, Olivia, they're my brother and my sister?
Forget about them, kid. These 2 siblings of yours are failures. The only one that matters is you. You've been perfectly built to rule this world, finely crafted and genetically altered to have perfect intuition, a dauntless spirit, and a raging temper to smite your foes. You, Don, are the sunrise of a new generation.
No! No! No!
So, now that I've got you up to speed, let's move things along, shall we? Knowing Olivia, I bet she brought you here to kill me. Am I wrong?
How did...
You really thought I'd be so thick? I've known Olivia's had it in for me for some time now. And you, cut from the same DNA. It only makes sense you'd want to take me out too. So go ahead, try it. Let's see what you got, kid.
Olivia! Olivia, help me!
Her? Help you? Oh, please. Olivia's not capable of helping anyone, except herself. After all, she's just like me. And by extension, just like you.
I'm nothing like you two.
What are you gonna do, kid? Where are you gonna run? Clever kid. You're just as conniving as I designed you to be. A truly perfect foreman in the making.
No! No, I'm Dawn! I'm me! I'm not some puppet! I'm ending your terror now, even if I have to go down with you.
No, come on, kid, really? How dense are you? You'd really throw away your own life just to take me down? If I die, kid, others worse than me will take my place. Speaking of which, I think we've been had, kid.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Olivia, no!
Like, totally good work there, sis. You, like, perfectly set up that jerk. And now, uh-oh, guess what beautiful young lady is the new foreman? Why, it's none other than the incredible Miss Olivia. Yay! But, aww, it looks like poor little Dawn misses her daddy. Why don't you join him? Like, what is that?
Back off, Olivia!
Dusk!
Dawn, are you alright? I never should have left you.
Dusk, no. I'm the one who ditched you. I'm so sorry. You were right about everything. I should have never come here. We should have just kept going for the horizon. I should have left the foreman alone. It was all wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Dawn. We're together again. That's all that matters. Everything's gonna be fine.
Sorry to interrupt, dudes, but my sis ain't gonna stay down long, man. A little van ain't gonna take her out so easy. Come on, let's get out of here.
Right. Right. Let's beat feet. Come on, gang.
Whoa, dudes, don't you know it's totally uncool to unionize under Ma's employment code? And leaving a board meeting early? Like, totally lame, dudes. As the new foreman, well, I guess it falls to me to terminate your employment. Especially you, Carrot Top. Don't want any loose ends left over. Right? Right.
She can fly? How are we supposed to deal with this?
Hey, no worries, bro. With Dawn's totally rad driving skills, we're golden, dudes.
I'll do my best, Johnny. Hold on, gang. It's gonna be rough. We did it, guys. We ditched her. Ha-ha! Take that, Olivia. You can't be serious. You guys didn't refuel the van?
Dude, cars never run out of fuel in climaxes. I just figured, like, we'd push on through, you know?
I'm sorry, Dawn. I was so obsessed with rescuing you.
Aw, that's so sweet. It makes me happy you were so worried about me, Dusky.
Yes. I'm gonna, like, totally enjoy crushing you three. Especially you, the Carrot Top. Ever since the foreman began yammering about you, his precious baby, I've, like, totally wanted to stomp you into the next horizon. Now that he's gone, it's time to, like, totally conclude our prolonged business.
Olivia, back off. You got what you want. Just leave us alone.
Ah! Olivia!
Dude!
What? But why? Why did you save me? I'm trying to, like, kill you dudes.
Olivia can't. Listen, unless you want to end up like the foreman before you, stop and enjoy what you got. You got what you want, so why waste your time with insignificant pests like us? Nobody knows who Dawn is, everyone's forgotten Johnny, and the foreman's gone. Olivia, we will not surrender to you. We won't die to you. Never.
I knew I liked you, Dark and Brooding. You're, like, totally right. I have, like, everything I've ever wanted. And besides, admittedly, killing you three is hard. I've, like, what? Blown you up, sunk you, trapped you, chased you, manipulated you. It's, like, been a real pain. So yeah, whatever. Go on and live your short, sad lives. See if I care. But, like, know this, dudes. If I, like, ever see any of you again, you're dead, okay? Okay.
Dusk, that was amazing.
Dude, you did it, Dusk. Way to be, girl. But man, We're still stuck up here, dudes.
No worries, guys, look! There's a can of gas over by that operating crane. Hold on, just a moment.
Dawn, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, Dusk. The crane's solid. Can you make it over here?
I don't think we can, dude.
Then what do we do? What do we do? The road's collapsing.
Wait, if I run for the edge and toss you the can you catch it?
Well, yeah, sure I could, but isn't that a bit risky, Dawn?
Johnny's right, Dawn. You'll never make that. There has to be another way, please. I can't lose you, Dawn. You're my solid ground, my best friend, please.
Dusk, there's no time. The ground is shaking and there's nowhere left for you to stand. You have to get out of here. I'm coming, Dusk.
Dawn, no!
Dusk, get out of here, please. Find the horizon. I'll meet you there.
Dawn!
The horizon. I've never been so close. I feel like I can reach out and touch it.
Shaking, nowhere to stand. We drive for sunrise in starless lands. Cold winds blow, I spin like sand. Wander through wastelands into your hands. Oh, with a girl and her band.
Solid ground. What do you think, Dawn? Is this far enough beyond the horizon? It's weird, but I don't feel like we've gone far enough. No, not yet. Yeah, you're right. We gotta show everyone else the way here. I'll do my best, Dawn.
The words of the critic are like nails, pointed and sharp. But if your eyes are on the horizon, those sharp nails become powerful tools. Tools for a solid footing, wherever you are.